Hi, and welcome to the Be in the Know-y with Chloe showy. I'm Chloe, and it's time for you to be in the know-y.
Have you ever wondered why you lean left in a car that's turning right, or how the car even turns in the first place? Well, both of these situations occur in the presence of two forces, centripetal and centrifugal forces, which are both center-directed forces that cause circular motion. Centripetal force means center-seeking. It's directed from an object towards the center of a circle, and it holds objects in a circular path. Imagine a race car driving around a curved track. The car's velocity is straight forward, but there's friction between the tires and the road. The friction acts sideways and causes a centripetal force that holds the car in motion around the circular path, and therefore causes an acceleration towards the center axis, which is a centripetal acceleration. Another example of centripetal force is the moon's motion around the Earth. The moon's velocity is straight forward, but there's a centripetal force perpendicular to the moon's velocity that keeps the moon in orbit around the Earth. Without it, the moon would continue in its straight path. Let's look at some equations for centripetal acceleration and force of a car that rounds a curved track. Centripetal acceleration equals the velocity squared over the radius. Let's say the car's velocity is 25 meters per second and the radius is 10 meters. So if we plug these into the equation, we have 25 meters per second squared over 10 meters. 25 squared equals 625, so 625 meters per second squared over 10 meters. If we divide this, we get a centripetal acceleration of 62.5 meters per second squared. If you want to find the centripetal force of the car rounding the curved track, you could use the equation centripetal force equals mass times the velocity squared divided by the radius. If the mass of the car is 1,000 kilograms, the velocity is 25 meters per second, and the radius is 10 meters, we can plug that into the equation as 1,000 kilograms times the velocity squared over the radius, which we got in the previous equation as 62.5 meters per second squared. If we multiply these, we can get a centripetal force of 62,500 newtons. Centrifugal force means center fleeing. It's directed from the center of the circle towards an object, and it results from inertia. If a car makes a sharp right turn, the passenger would tend to lean left. This is because there's no centripetal force to hold you in circular motion, because the inward force is on the car, not the passenger. But there's a centrifugal force directed from the center of the circle towards the passenger that makes you lean outward. Thanks for watching the Be in the Know-y with Chloe showy. I'm Chloe, and now you are in the know-y.